Hello and good morning, everyone, into this Q&A session. So I hope you are all ready to continue with me. So before starting the session, I'm going to review the artworks of the students. So let me just open the group. All right, so I hope that you can see here I have shared the screen with you, right? So from this artwork, the review is remaining. So the first one is by Ranjana Kumari. All right, so Ranjana, your artwork is looking nice. One thing I think that you have to improve is, face proportion. Okay, I think slightly the face is elongated, means the height is more as compared to the reference image, what I feel. So you can just also check it out in the reference image and compare it with your drawing. All right, otherwise, the shading you have tried to do is properly done, and the finishing work is also up to the mark. So keep it up, keep improving like this. Just check out the height of the photo. The artwork, I think it's too big. Then up next, again by Gitanjali. Okay, so Gitanjali, Dr. Gitanjali, if I am not wrong, right? So your drawing is quite good, but what I think that here you have to work on your patient's level, because the way you have done indenting, it's not proper. Okay, means you can see from the area where, if I try to show you, okay. So for example, if you see from area where the hair drawing is starting, okay, means from this portion, the hair is starting and your next hair is starting after it is ending. Okay, then again, yeah, another hair is starting after it is ending. Same way over here, if you see, from this point it's starting, then your next hair that you have shown starting after the previous one is ending. So it's not the way you have to do like that. Okay. So you have to, you know, properly see how I done it, how I have done it. Okay. It's not the way you have done. You have to mix all the hairs. Mix in the sense, if your hair is starting from this point, your next hair will be starting from the same point around it. Okay, like this. But what you are doing like this, then your next step you are making over here. Okay, so this is not the way you have to do. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, and the shading is quite good, but you have to improve it. The finishing work also, you need to work on that as well, right? Because the shading that you have done, it's little bit of improper that you have made. So you have to quite improve in your work as well. Then up next, we have by Rina. So Rina, you're drawing the basic shape of the flower is okay, but the outlines are visible, whereas it is not the case in our reference image. So make sure that outlines should not be visible. And the shading is quite smooth, but not up to the mark. It means in some petal, if you see in the upper one, the uppermost one, if you see it's quite smooth, but the lower one, the left one, the right one, if you see, you will be able to find out that strokes are visible. Okay, those patches, the lines are visible in between. So that thing you have to make softer. And you need to bring some 3D effect as well, because mostly your artwork or your shading is into the medium tone. So you have to bring light tone. The first one that you did, the uppermost one, it's okay. So like that only you have to bring the finishing work in the remaining four. And in the background also, the borders or the background around the edges of the flower, it should be slightly darker and it should be properly finished, because I can see some white patches as well in your shading. So this is the thing where you have to improve. Then Latha, your drawing, your finishing work is on point. It's looking too good. Only one thing I'm getting is that, here you have to improve the proportion, or not the proportion, but the perspective. Okay, why? Because here there is the mistake in the perspective. The line that you have drawn, this angle, should not be like that. Okay, it should be parallel with this line, right? Your drawing should be, the line should be parallel to this line. Okay, so whatever you are going to draw over here, it should be parallel to this one. So you can directly take this as your guidance. So just that mistake I can see in your artwork you have made. Otherwise, the shading work is quite good and the finishing work is also so nice. Then let's go for the next one. Swati Nanda. Okay, so Swati, your drawing is looking too good. Here I can see some improvement you have to do on the left leg. Okay, means from this angle on the left leg, I feel that the leg is looking very flat. Means the shading in the cloth is looking flat. So you need to bring some curve effect. Okay, some round effects, curve effect in the shading. And the highlights that you have shown over here on this leg, okay, on the center part of the right leg. So the highlights over here are too much saturated, means it is done in larger area. It's not like that. You have to make it very neat and clean. Means, see, the highlight is properly done, but it is done in little bit larger area than the required one. You have to do it like the way you have done on the left leg on this way. So same thing you have to do over here also. And the shading is quite nicely done. The dark values are also obtained properly. So just try to make it more detailed, or more proper the way you can do it. All right, then this one was very nice. I had loved it. The finishing work was also awesome, and the glossy effect, sorry, not the glossy, the glass effect is also coming so really well. But only one thing that is not the big issue, but like if you are improving, if you are making more realistic, so one thing you have to focus on is small detailing work. Like if you properly observe it within the dark values, you will see some of the you know light areas, very slight difference you can notice over here in the dark shading. Okay, if you observe over here, so try to cover it properly with the dark shade. So it's not that much big deal right now. It's okay. But when you are making more realistic artwork, when you are making, great quality of work, so at that time you have to keep in mind all these small things as well. Great. And Swaratmika, your work as always was superb. The cat work is looking so nice. But same thing, you also have to improve. Not everywhere, but at some area I can see, like Dr. Gitanjali has done, you have also done the same way in this area. Okay, below the eye, if you can see, you can clearly see means from where the hair is, originating, than the another hair below that. So don't make this much big difference between two hairs, right? So that thing I can see, not in the complete cat I am saying. Okay, otherwise on the other area it's looking nice, but only the area below the cat's eye. And the butterfly, you could have done it more dark, or else I think due to the photography, the dark value I cannot see it properly. But if it's not dark, try to make it more darker. All right. Otherwise, the complete drawing is looking so nice. Then up next by Vishalakshya, right? So your drawing is also looking so good. The glass effect is also coming properly. But one thing you have to improve is on the shadows over here. I think the shadow is not completely circle like this. Okay, we don't have a complete sphere, no, up to which I remember because I have done it in the last 2 years. So in my memory, I think it's not the complete sphere. So that thing you have to see. But if you have tried to do it by your own, it's good. So just improve this portion here in the shadows. You can see, you can identify the clear difference, means you can see the line, okay, which is dividing your dark and light shade. So try to mix them if you can do it. Otherwise, the complete artwork is looking so real. So keep it up. And this was the last one, I think so. Okay. So I hope every one of you have uh, no, every one of you have understood where you have made mistakes or where you have done it very well and what you have to improve. So, yep, now if you have any questions, then you can ask me. Okay, Lakshita, you are saying, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I can really attend the whole session. I want to clear my doubts regarding sketching. So, Lakshita, you can. Okay, you can let me know on the screen. Can show me on the screen if you can. If you have that artwork, you can show me on screen. Okay, let me see on the WhatsApp if you can send me. Rina, you're asking the brush which I'm using is not the same as the one which you shows in the video and it affects the blending. Can you please suggest a good blending brush? Rina, exactly if you can show me the brush which you are using so that I can, tell you if it's the proper one or what you can do for that. If you can show me which brush exactly you are using. Till then, let's see. Lakshita, you have sent the artwork to the other admin. So I am the other one. So on that number, if you can send me. Dina, you can submit the, you can just send the image. If you're not able to show it live right now, if you have, you can take the image and share it in our Telegram group. All right. So here, first of all, um, the shape of the eye, it's properly done. where you have to focus more is on the detailing portion. Okay, means like if you see the shape of this pupil, this curve shape. So here few errors are there. It's not that much done accurately. Okay, I can notice that error because from this point it is flat and then it is getting curved. So I don't think it will be that much flat over here, right? Then and the detailing means the texture, you have to learn it, how to create the textures and the highlights that you have done. It's not looking like that it is the part of the eye. Okay, it's like something has fallen on your paper, some white material. So you have to learn how to properly mix it, how to give it a feel like it's the part of your drawing. So these are a few things you have to work on. First is texture, then how to add highlights properly and giving finishing to the artwork, like the shape and the way you have created these veins. So these are small things you have to work on. Okay, so you have also sent me the image. Let me see. All right, so this one you are using is definitely a soft brush or not a soft brush. I don't think it's a soft brush, or if it's a soft, but it's not that much soft. Okay, I feel it's slightly on the harder side. So you can use a soft brush. I'm always telling you that use a flat soft brush. So if you have that in your painting brush sets, you can use that. Or else if you have makeup kit, right? If you are doing makeup, if you have makeup kit from that also, you can use any flat brush. Okay, so you might have seen me using this kind of brush. So this is a flat makeup brush. So you can use that also. And yes, definitely I will provide you that. So if you want it, I will just share it with you. Uh, top flat brush. It will be not. Let me search about blending brush. Okay, so these are all the types of brushes. So according to your budget, you can purchase it. So let me just provide you. See, you can go with this also. I hope you are able to see the screen. So you can go with this brush. Okay, here you have two different surfaces. Okay, here you have flat and it is slightly bigger one. So you can use for different purpose as well. Or else you can purchase this one also. In this, you get four different kind of brushes. So all of them are for our, means you can use them for blending, right? So these are two options. Then like if you want more, you can purchase the complete set. Okay, according to your budget, you can purchase the complete set in which you can get small flat brush as well as bigger size also, right? Which you can use for making the complete shading look soft, smooth, or if you have shading, blending in bigger areas, so you can use that for that also, right? Then here you have this many options in this 97 rupees one. Got it? So if you want, I will provide you the link right now, or you can just check it out and purchase according to your budget, right? So I will recommend if you have, more than one, because if you have just single one, then you can use it at a specific area. But if you will have a slightly bigger size also, you can use it in large area as well. And you can save your time also. Okay. So if possible, try to have more than one, like um, one can be a smaller size, a small flat brush like this. Okay, and other one can be slightly more bigger one, right? So just type blending brush on Amazon and you will get all the options. I'm having a complete makeup kit, so in which I have small flat, from small flat to a bigger size. So you can use that also. Okay, I am having this one also, okay, on the screen that you can see. So you can just give some touches to your artwork and use that. So just check out first, see which you can purchase according to your budget, and still if you are not able to find it out or if you are confused, let me know afterwards. Okay. All right, Latha, you are asking about the review that I have given. So what I was trying to say is that, let me open it. Right. So see, the shades that you have obtained means dark, light, medium, it is correct. But with the help of tool, means the tool that you have used. So I don't think you have used brush. If yes, so what I feel that you might have used a cotton bud or a blending stump. Okay, from that too, I think you have used any one of them. Is it like that, or you have used brush? All right, so it's someone else, right? I think you have done same kind of art. Okay, let me just open your review. Which one you have made? Can you just remind me about your artwork? What was that? Okay. All right. So the sharpener one, this one, right?
Yes, sir. This is mine. The earlier one, I'm not sure whose, but the review,
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
didn't
just
understand what
recognize.
it meant by that, so that we don't make that mistake.
Okay, so you were asking exactly about that only, but it
Yes, sir.
was not done by you. Okay. So see, what I was trying to say that uh, here he has obtained the shades properly, means where you need dark, he has done dark properly, the light, all thing is done properly. But uh, the tool, the brush or blending stump, whatever he has used, means the use of proper tool is not done. Okay, because if you have experience or observe that when you use brush, you get different kind of effect. When you use paper stump, you get different effect. Okay, so by using different tool, here the effect on the left side is getting different, and here if you see on the right side, okay, the effect is looking or getting different. So what I was trying to say that the tool is not used properly. That's the only thing I was explaining over there. Means The shades are obtained properly, but the tool is not used properly. If you see on the cap, or the upper part of this vessel, if you see over here, so it's completely messed up. Okay, the holder means from where you uh, open the cap, so you can see it's not shaded properly. It's not, the finishing work is not done properly, right? See, I have already told you so many times that when you make some blending, or when you do blending on the surface, or some base layer or medium layer, at that time you can use the brush. For example, I will not use the brush for making this area smooth after giving the detailings. Okay, I hope you are able to see on the screen right now this image. So I will not use this brush to again blend over it. Why? Because if I will use it, my all the details will be gone, or else my detailing will be again look equal. Means everywhere the shade will get equal. So I will not use this tool afterwards. Now what I can use is, I can use this paper stump if I want to give some finishing work over here, if I want to do some finishing work over here, right? So when you're doing detailing, at that time you can use this blending tools. But the brushes are mostly used when you don't do any small details, when you are working in large areas or getting soft effect in a large space, or where by your blending brush the details should not be gone. Okay, so that's the small difference or small thing you have to just keep in mind, that use your brush when you are blending in your base layers, when you are blending in your medium layers. Okay, and if you are working on your detailing portion, do not use brush. Otherwise, see, if I show you proper, see, now if I will use the brush over here, what will happen? This white hash that I have created, okay, if I will rub it over here, those white hair, those detail will be gone. Again, it will look flat. Again, it will look same. So that's the small thing you have to just remember. No, that's why I have also told you that this tool has a specific use, paper stump, right? So same way, different tools has different uh, use. You cannot use same tool at everywhere. So mostly we use paper stump when we are working in small areas, when we are giving detailing, when we want to blend in small areas. So at that time we mostly use paper stump. All right. So if you have any questions, you can ask me more, or else I will continue with this work and you can watch it. Uh, one more thing I want to tell you all that. Uh, if I have noticed that some of you are, when you are posting the artworks, so at that time you need to add a few things about your artwork in the description, in the caption. So some of you are just posting it and not writing any caption. So this habit you have to create, that when you post your artwork, so write something about your artwork. Means you can share your experience, or else you can share which medium you have made, in which medium, what size, how much time it has taken, what you have learned. And along with that, we have the options to add the hashtags also, right? So make sure, if possible, use the hashtags also, because I've seen many of you are not writing the hashtags, because it helps your artworks to reach to more people. Okay, so if possible, use the hashtags as well. Lata, you are saying your paper stump, means paper stumps are getting black and darkening the art. So see, before using, what you can do is you can try to remove the excessive amount of graphite or charcoal present on your paper stump. You can remove it by rubbing them on a piece of paper or by rubbing on a tissue paper. That way you can remove the excessive amount of graphite or charcoal. Also, you can try to sharpen it, but what I feel that if you sharpen this, uh, the actual feel of this surface will be gone. So I have never tried it, but many of the artists, I have seen some of them sharpening it. So you can try it once, but I don't feel that sharpening can, give the same feel that you have in your new tool. Got it? So the one way that I've told you can do is you can remove it by rubbing on the rough paper or tissue paper. In that way, you can remove the excessive amount. Because definitely, if you have used this previously on any dark values and then you try to use it again in some light areas, it will give you excessive, or it will make it darker. So just remove it. Sharpening, you have to just do. You can sharpen it with the help of cutter. Okay, most probably because I feel with the sharpener, it will it can destroy your tool. But see again, if you have the extra tools or if you can experiment it, you can try it once with both the sharpener and cutter. But most probably you can use cutters. Uh, for pencil sketch or charcoal sketch. So, see, it depends if you are practicing, can use any normal paper. Okay, if you are using, if you are practicing, if you are doing practice, you can use any normal paper. But if you are making the artworks, like commission work or artwork that you want to preserve, you want to store for yourself, for your, portfolio, you want to make a file out of it. So you need a proper art paper. So if I tell about this drawing, so here I'm using, though it's not any commission work, but I want to store it, right? These are my works, these are my hard works that I'm doing, so I don't want it that they get spoiled or they get destroyed quickly, right? So the paper we use for this kind of drawings are basically acid free paper. Why? Because the quality, the color of the paper remains same for the longer years. Okay, and I have told these things so many times. So use acid-free paper if possible. If you are doing commission work, if you are making artworks that you want to store, want to get frame for yourself, you can use acid-free paper. The GSM also I have told you so many times. Minimum you can work around 150 GSM of paper and maximum you can go to 250, okay, around 250 to 270. Because if you go more than that, it will then be very thick paper and mostly we use those kind of paper for watercolor. Yes, acid-free paper. These are acid-free paper. And this brand specifically that I have right now is Arto, ARTO. Okay, Arto. I have Brustro paper as well. And I have Canson also. Okay, Bristol Canson. I have that as well. So these are few brands which gives you acid-free paper. You can use them. I want to ask you one thing that, okay, to those who are attending right now live, all my students, as well as those who are going to watch it afterwards also. Okay, so I want to ask you a question that are you free in evening from 6:30 to 8 around that time, or you have some work that you means you need to block your, compulsory you have to do your time at that specific. Uh, Ikshika, I'm so sorry. It's for my advanced student. Okay, it will not be possible for you. So for those who are my advanced program student, okay, mainly it's for them. So if you are possible, if you are, it's possible for you to join after means around 6:30 p.m. in evening. Okay. So what I'm thinking is that I'm planning that we will make a portrait in charcoal medium. Okay, we will draw a portrait in charcoal medium this week. So from tomorrow, I'm thinking that we should start that. So if mostly, many of you are free or it's possible for you, I just want you to let me know. So those who are present right now, you can let me know right now, or those who are watching it afterwards also, I want you to answer it in our, Telegram group. So if I will get the maximum yes, then we will do that as well. We'll draw a charcoal portrait. Every day we will have 1 to 1.5 hours of session. So if yes, then you can let me know. Yes, Ronak, that's only for my advanced course students because it's our private classes. So it's for them only. Yes, Latasi, we will draw an artwork. Okay, we'll draw a portrait in charcoal medium. So till it finished, we will have it. So we will do that for one portrait drawing. It's not compulsory that this week only. So will depend totally upon all of your response. So you were asking about something. I have read it. So see, first of all, which brand of pencil you are using, you have to see that, and definitely different brand of pencil have different quality, and as I've already told that if you use cheap quality of pencil, in that your darker grade like 6B or 8B will not be that much darker when you are going to use Brewster pencil or Staedtler pencil. Okay, so that can be one difference. Plus the pressure that you are applying still might, still you might not have been able to get lighter values with the darker pencil. Okay, still you might be struggling over that region, that with the darker pencil, you might not be able to get light shades. Okay, that can be also the reason. And one thing you are saying, that is the image appearing on the screen darker. See, definitely this can be also the reason, that the image that you are using, if you are uh, making the drawing with keeping the low brightness on your phone, okay, and when you increase the brightness of your phone, you will see that all the shades and everything is slightly changing. So that's also one of the reason, that if you use your smartphone and if you are drawing from that, make sure that first you adjust the brightness of your phone as well, because that can also create a change in what you actually see in the low brightness and what you see in the more brightness. Okay, because that can also create a difference in the light and dark values of your reference image. I'm using Faber-Castell. Okay, so the Faber-Castell, again, we have one low quality and one higher quality. Okay, so if you are using the low quality one, definitely that also Faber-Castell will not give you that much darks, though you are using 6B or 8B. Okay, it will not give you that much dark value that you can get from the 6B from Rustro or Stadler pencil. Okay. See, if you can purchase Artline, as I'm always saying that for beginners, that is the best pencil. So you can try with the Artline pencil. Okay, first. It will just cost you around 60 to 70 rupees. You can purchase that, and in that you will get the proper result. You will be able to achieve your shades properly. So you can go with that pencil right now. Okay, Artline. And then when you will have more skills and you are making more realistic artwork, you can purchase little costlier one also. So my suggestion is you can purchase Artline right now. Still now, if you haven't used that, you can learn with that pencil first. And see, if you are facing issues with the darker pencil, you can learn that thing right now. You can do that exercise, that with dark pencil, sharp it properly and try to get light values. Okay, so just it's the same thing. You have to hold your pencil from the center or slightly backward. Do not keep it straight. Keep, keep it very slant on your paper and just rub it very lightly. Yes, outline. In outline you don't get 10B within the box, but in here, okay, the store which I have near in my area. So there you can get separately also. Okay, in box definitely you don't have. So if it's available in your area also, if you have that kind of facilities that they provide you separately. Okay, so I have 12B also from Artline. So we don't get from the box, but I have purchased it separately. Okay, so here I have 12B pencil as well. So if they provide you separately, you can purchase it as well. See, there is not any specific pattern, but why usually I start from this direction, because for due to my hand, okay, most probably if I start from this side, okay, and when I will go like this, then my hand will be on the area where I have already done shading. Okay, so to just avoid smudgy, I go from this direction. Here there will be no shading first, right? So I have to worry nothing. But when I will go from here to here, my shaded area will be on this direction. So I can just continue like this. Okay, and mostly it is recommended that you go from top to bottom. Same reason for that, because if you will shade bottom area first and then you will try to shade over here, then your hand will be on the area where you have done shading and it can spoil it. But you can start from anywhere, any point you want, whatever you like first, you can do that. And you can keep a piece of paper below your hand so that you cannot, you can just avoid smudging. That's the only reason. Yes, you can ask me, Ikshika, whatever doubt you have. See that you have to learn how to bring that like effect and all that stuff. All right, so that's it for this session. I hope your doubts are clear. If you have any more questions, you can ask me right now, or else we will end this session. And when you get the doubts, you can just post it in our Telegram group. Ronak, you have to learn that again. How to draw basic eyes, nose. But before that, I have already told you the homework that you have to do. Okay. So there you will have to draw the eyes. I provide you the reference image from that. You have to draw, you have to do it by your own. That's why that's the part of your homework. If I show you, then that's not the right. Yesterday only I have shown you about the face, how you can draw it, how you have to divide it into basic lines, shape, and build it slowly, and that way you can give proper outlines to it, proper curve shape, and create the structure of the face. Same way, you have to apply it on the eyes, nose, whatever you are doing, break it down into simple shapes, simple lines. And once you are okay with the proportion, you can start giving the actual lines. All right, so just give me the final answer in the group that if you are ready, maximum of you are ready to join the session. Just let me know in the group and I will plan for it and we will have a charcoal portrait drawing. Okay, every day we will keep it. We'll keep a session till we finish it for 1 to 1.5 hour in the evening. Okay, so the timing will be mostly uh, either from 6 p.m. or 6:30. Okay. Homework, I have told you that whatever you can see in the reference image, you have to draw that. That's the homework. Whatever is present, you have to draw the outline drawing for that. If eyebrows are present, you have to draw outline for that. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining. See you in the next session. Till then, keep doing your work and keep posting in the group. Bye bye and take care all of you. Have a nice day.